Ooh-wee. At the demons in Jacksonville.
You never know who you can trust nowadays. As men, we grow up being told to watch our backs. But what many forget is that the biggest threat doesn't always come from another man. Sometimes it's the woman sitting right next to you, the one who knows your habits and weaknesses. They don't come kicking down doors with guns drawn. Instead, they smile, flirt, and lure you into a trap. In today's video, we're looking at 3 cases from the city of Jacksonville.
You know what they say, even back from the Bible days, shit, the devil talked to the woman. That's how she made Adam bite that whatchamacallit, according to the story. That's what they say. The devil talked to the woman. He didn't talk to Adam. He talked to Eve. He talked to Eve. Let me just say that before. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let it play.
Where women played the role of bait, setting up men to be ambushed and ultimately killed. These stories reveal a darker side of loyalty, desperation, and betrayal, showing just how dangerous the wrong connection can be. But before we get into the video, please be sure to like and subscribe. The first story is about a woman named Feliza Lopano who set up her ex-boyfriend, a man named Eddie Brown. Eddie was a hometown hero in Jacksonville. A gifted athlete, he played for Arlington Country Day School and helped lead them to a state basketball championship in 2005. People who knew him back then remembered a young man full of energy and promise. Sadly, his basketball career was cut short after he got into an accident and could no longer play at a high level. This left him having to find a new identity and path forward in life. As we all know, it's very difficult to make ends meet in this world, so Eddie ended up resorting to selling drugs, and that's where his ex-girlfriend Feliza comes into the picture. Eddie had done a lot for her in life. He helped her with her hard drug problems and got her to stop prostituting herself on Backpage. She wasn't some stranger.
Yeah, was just trying to do what he had to do, you know what I'm saying? Trying to sell some drugs, get some money. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't gonna stop no man hustle. But guys, if you down that low, bro, if you gotta do what you gotta do what you gotta do. But I recommend get a job. Like, just get a job, bro. That way you don't want to involve yourself in no street activities, no none of that. Just get a job, bro. Cut grass, like I said, you're gonna sell dope, you know, some niggas that's the only thing they know. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but I don't recommend that. You know what I'm saying? Just get a job, my nigga. Just see if you can get a job and maybe do a little, you know, dope dealing on the side to some people that you can trust. But I wouldn't recommend that because the streets don't love nobody. You know what I'm saying? But hell yeah, damn, Eddie. That's crazy.
Though they eventually broke up, Feliza still regularly bought weed from him. To Eddie, she was familiar and safe. To her accomplice, a man named Blair Terry, she was the key piece in a deadly setup. On November 7, 2016, Eddie rented a room at a small Westside motel on Ramona Boulevard near Lane Avenue, a part of Jacksonville well known for drug activity. That night, surveillance cameras captured the beginning of the betrayal. A white car pulled into the motel lot. Feliza was driving. Blair Terry sat in the passenger seat. Feliza got out, walked into Eddie's room, and convinced him to come outside. To Eddie, this was just a link-up with someone he trusted, but outside, the trap was already set. The two walked to the car together, and moments later, Blair joined them. The three of them drove off. That grainy hotel footage would be the last time Eddie Brown was seen alive. Not long after, a passing driver spotted a man lying in the street. Eddie had been shot execution style, a bullet to the head. He was rushed to the hospital, but there was nothing doctors could do. Police quickly zeroed in on the suspects. Forensics tied Feliza and Blair to the white car. Both were eventually arrested and charged with murder. Ultimately, Blair Terry was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Feliza Lopano, facing the weight of her role, pled guilty to second-degree murder. For agreeing to a plea deal instead of taking it to trial, she was sentenced to just 13 years in prison.
What?
What's most sad about this is that Eddie was just 31 years old, engaged, and had a 3-year-old son.
Dang. Can't trust the man.
The next story is about a woman named Shanna Gardner that set up
her
ex-husband.
Bro, look scary, bro. No.
A man named Jared Bridgen. Jared and Shanna had once shared a life together. They married in 2010, built a home, and had twins, but their relationship quickly soured, leading to one of the most bitter divorces in Jacksonville's court system. By 2015, the marriage was over, but the hostility never died. They fought constantly over custody of their children, finances, and even simple exchanges. Court filings describe their post-divorce relationship as toxic and riddled with disputes. In the years after their split, both Jared and Shanna remarried. Jared married a woman named Kirsten in 2017 and welcomed 2 more children, creating a blended family that friends describe as
I bet she
warm
got jealous and killed him. I bet she got jealous and killed him.
and loving. Shanna later married a man named Mario Fernandez Saldana. From the outside, both had moved on, but beneath the surface, resentment and conflict were still festering. Shanna didn't keep her hostility toward Jared a secret. In 2015, according to court testimony, she openly asked an acquaintance at a tattoo parlor if he knew anyone who could make Jared shut up. She also told friends that she wanted Jared gone. These weren't vague statements of anger. They were red flags pointing toward violent intent. By early 2022, the feud had only worsened. Jared remained heavily involved in his twins' lives, which meant constant contact and disputes with Shanna. Prosecutors later argued that Shanna and Mario saw Jared as an obstacle to custody, to financial freedom, and to their ability to move forward without him. And so, a deadly plan was set into motion. On February 16, 2022, Jared drove his twins back to Shanna's home after a routine custody exchange. Riding with him was his 2-year-old daughter from his marriage with Kirsten. As he made the drive back to St. Augustine, he turned down Sanctuary Boulevard, a wooded road in Jacksonville Beach. There, a tire had been deliberately placed in the middle of the road. Jared stopped, put on his hazard lights, and stepped out.
Let me just say this, bro. Florida is like Jacksonville. I couldn't stay there, bro. I just couldn't stay there, man. Y'all niggas do too much killing up there. You know what I'm saying? And I've been planning on going to Florida. You know what I'm saying? But it can't be nowhere near Jacksonville. It can't be nowhere near Jacksonville. Jacksonville is terrible. I don't care what nobody say. Jacksonville got the most killing any parts in Florida. Jacksonville, man, if y'all know some more places in Florida, but man, Jacksonville is that's like hell on earth, man. For real.
Car to move it. That's when gunfire erupted. He was shot multiple times, collapsing in front of his daughter, who was strapped in her car seat.
Wow.
Jared died instantly. At first, the murder seemed like a shocking mystery. Who would stage such an ambush? The trail led investigators to Henry Tenyon, a 61-year-old man with a criminal history. His blue Ford F-150 pickup truck had been spotted near the crime scene, and when police searched his home, they found weapons and evidence that tie him directly to Jared's killings. Ballistics confirmed that shell casings from the scene matched his gun. But Henry wasn't acting alone. Phone records showed that he was in frequent contact with Shanna's new husband, Mario.
They gonna get you every time. It's gonna get you every time. I know some niggas who probably get away with murder. But boy, it's 2 things that's gonna catch you. And I don't know why these niggas haven't really understand and picked up this. You trying to commit a murder now? You need to start leaving them phones at home. Or it don't even matter about that because it's so many cameras now, bro. It's so many cameras. Either the camera gonna catch you or them phones gonna get you. They gonna tell it all. Now you don't need no witness. You don't need none of that, bro. It's cameras everywhere. Did y'all see the video footage, bro, of Fulio getting killed? Bro, it looked like a movie. And I said, where they get them cameras from? It's on these cars. It's on the Tesla cars and stuff like that. Bro, I mean, when you look at that footage of him being killed, bro, it looks like a movie. Where all these cameras come from? Bro, it's a slim chance, bro. You can't commit no murder nowadays, dog. With the way these cameras is and phone and technology, you're going to get caught. You're going to get caught, bro.
Henry rented a property owned by Mario, and in the weeks leading up to the murder, the two exchanged more than 70 calls. Checks from Mario to Henry were later revealed as payment for the killing. Henry was eventually arrested and charged. Faced with the evidence, he pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and agreed to cooperate with prosecutors. His testimony painted the picture of a murder-for-hire plot. He told them that Mario and Shanna orchestrated the plan and he pulled the trigger. In August of 2023, both Shanna and Mario were indicted on charges of first-degree murder, conspiracy, and solicitation. Prosecutors announced they would seek the death penalty. Currently, Henry is attempting to recant his statement, and the trial has been delayed to late next year. Jared was just 33 years old and left behind 4 children.
Wow. R.I.P. Jared, man. R.I.P. Jared. That's messed up. Diamond Harris, what you done done?
The final story of the day is about a woman named Diamond Harris and ties into the infamous Jacksonville gang war. The most publicized gang war in Jacksonville revolves around the popular rapper Young and Ace and the recently deceased rapper Foolio. On Ace's side are the gangs ATK and NHG, standing for No Hospital Gang. On Foolio's side is the Hood 6 block and multiple other gang/hoods that derive from the 45th Street area of Jacksonville. Some younger gang members from Foolio's side of the beef created their own smaller set called Bully Gang. On May 17, 2023, a beloved member of Bully Gang named YBZ, real name Adrian McKenzie, was shot and killed at just the age of 16. Members of ATK and NHG took to social media afterwards and pretty much openly bragged about committing this murder. One ATK affiliate in particular, named Antonio Tilley Jr., was linked to this murder the most by rumors in the streets and some of his own words. 2 other people were shot during the incident that killed YBZ, and this led to a $20,000 bounty being placed on Tilley to be paid out to anyone that killed him. Diamond would be one of the 3 people that joined together to collect the bounty. Shortly after 11:45 p.m. on October 6,
a big baller shot caller? Where she get money from? She supposed to, what? Hold on, she got money?
To be paid out to anyone that killed him. Diamond would be one of the 3 people that joined together to collect the bounty. Shortly after 11:45 p.m. on October 6, 2023, someone called 911 after hearing gunshots in the area of Keelan Drive off Moncrief Road. When officers responded to the scene, they found 2 men shot and killed inside a car. One of the people found dead in the car was Tilley. The other person dead in the car was the innocent Uber driver that was giving him a ride named Brian Grund. Diamond and her boyfriend, a man named Jaquan Mills, would later get arrested for this murder. Police discovered that Diamond set Tilley up to be killed. She DM'd him on Instagram and lured him to a location under the guise of meeting to hook up. When Tilley arrived at the location, the boyfriend, Jaquan, got up the car.
I didn't understand what they used to say. But boy, they used to always say, you know how they gonna get you niggas, bro? Then what's that? Money and pussy. Money and sex and them hoes gonna get you every single time. Every single time. Go get you caught up every time. Chasing that. That's tough, man. That's tough.
Killing both Tilley and Brian. What began as an accessory charge quickly escalated.
If I was him, I wouldn't be linking up with nobody. Backdoor, straight backdoor. You know it's a bounty on your head, nigga. You just went out there and allegedly to kill somebody. I'm not linking up with. Look at a female looking like her. I'm not doing it. No. It's a bounty on your head, cuz. Ain't no way I'm linking up with nobody, especially if it's a woman that I don't know. No, heck no. Nope. No. After I done just did something, anything suspicious, anything that looks uncomfortable, bro, you should be questioning everything. I would have had my gun and everything if I would have linking up with her. No, I would have pulled up with some guys. Just to make sure I'm good. No. You got a bound on your
eventually
head, cuz.
charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder. If convicted on all counts, she faces the possibility of life in prison. By
Oh, man.
mid-2024, the investigation widened further. Police arrested a third suspect named Jimmy Robinson, whom they described as both a lookout and a getaway driver. Robinson was also accused of supplying one of the rifles used in the killings. Tilly lost his life at just 19 years old, and Bryant was just an innocent man trying to do his job. Man, stories like these make dating and relationships seem scary.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to Eddie Brown, Jared Bridgen, Antonio Tilly Jr., and Brian Grund. Let me know what you guys think about these situations in the comment section, and please be sure to like and...
R.I.P. to those guys, man. That's very sad. Let me see what the comments got to say, bro. You should post more often. Or distributing the fact that women often don't even get half the time that men particularly for them. This guy's so this man said smoking 23. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, man, it makes dating much scarier, bro. These women shiesty, bro. You know, but men be doing it too. Men be killing a bunch of women too, bro. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Being obsessed, killing the, you know what I'm saying? You know how they do, but you gotta be very careful and strategic on who you date, bro. Who you get with, bro. You guys, we gotta start doing some background checks. We gotta be more careful, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be more careful. But yeah, that's the end of that, man. Let me know if y'all want some more videos like that, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Until next time. We out.